Students in East St. Louis will have an easier time getting to school next year. A new law allows all students in high crime areas to ride the bus to and from school, no matter how far from school they live. Brandon Morano joins us live in East St. Louis with more on how it'll work. Brandon?
Yeah, Art, in the past, students living closer than 1.5 miles from their school weren't allowed to take the bus. East St. Louis is the first district in the state to be approved for this new program, which became law in the late 2018. Now some 2,000 students will be able to take the bus to school safely instead of walking through those high crime areas. Drivers with Illinois Central School Bus will be a lot busier next school year.
With the increase of about 1,800 additional riders, that means that we will, of course, have to get some additional fleet as well as hire more bus drivers.
Keisha Welch says Illinois Central will add around 30 buses and 30 new drivers to keep up with the demand after East St. Louis School District found out they were the first district in Illinois to get a transportation waiver. It allows all of their students to take the bus to school instead of walking through high crime areas.
Hopefully now our families as well as our students do not have to grapple with the choice of which is a higher priority, their safety or attending school.
Unfortunately, it's a choice many students and families have had to make, since students living closer than 1.5 miles from school couldn't take the bus in the past.
We've had a number of students, even just last year, that were being followed by questionable vehicles as they were walking to school.
Buses will now be picking up an additional 1,800 East St. Louis students starting next school year.
Getting to school should not be an obstacle for students.
And thanks to the new law, everybody from the bus company to the school district wins. But in the end, Welch says it all comes down to one thing.
The kids. It's the kids.
Now, initially, East St. Louis will pay for the transportation costs, and then the State Board of Education will reimburse them. In the meantime, if you're looking for a job as a bus driver, Illinois Central is already starting to hire those 30 drivers for next school year. For now, live at Illinois Central Bus Service, Brandon Morano, 5 on your side.